or excuse me, Leaping Lanny Puffo should say something that you don't like, and then you do whatever that move is on him.
Brother, I'm going to eat you up like yesterday's breakfast.
I bet you will, because you're not on a diet.
Damn, well, I'm breaking the character. Kind of hurtful, Denny.
No, you said you're going to eat me. I was trying to talk smack to you.
I think Denny's doing great over here. I really like Leaping Lanny Puffo's approach here.
I'm kind of cut off guard. I didn't realize he was going to go so mean, Kevin.
This isn't Denny's. This isn't Denny's. This is Leaping Lanny Puffo.
I get it, man.
This is right. You can't do that in wrestling. You can't break character. Yeah,
I'm kidding, brother. I'm going to eat you up like yesterday's breakfast.
I bet you will. I didn't want to get mean again. I felt bad.
Get mean, brother.
Daddy's going, you can't now, like, pull up. I mean, you got to bring an insult back. You can't just be like, oh, I bet you will. I mean, insult him.
No,
Make him feel bad.
Yeah, come on.
You're all puffy and stuff. I'm not worried.
I'm all puffy and stuff. I'm not worried.
Yeah, I feel like...
You're retaining water.
You got to lay off the salt, brother.
You're back fat. So gross, brother.
Kevin, Virginia, and Jason are live on 97.9 WRMF and the KVJ Show app.
It's time to wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ Show to start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Beast, so don't get her pissed. Jason talks like a spaz, and he loves to talk about Bigfoot and stats. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ Show.
Yeah, baby, what's up? Welcome to the KVJ Show. Happy Wednesday. Here we go. This is officially the day Virginia stops partying. At least that's what she said yesterday when we talked to her. She's not here today. She is going to be limping her way back from New Orleans to South Florida.
Oh, it'll be drama tomorrow. Something will have gone askew or awry.
You know what? She'll just look haggard. She'll be tired. She will be like, I'm tired. Oh, man.
I don't have it anymore like I used to.
Yeah. Well,
I would like to predict all of the stages of grief she's going to be going through.
All the things we're going to see. She's going to be tired. Yeah, there's going to be one thing after. You're going to hear a lot of, that's going to come out of her body a lot tomorrow.
There's going to be one altercation that happened in New Orleans, something where the other person definitely was wrong.
Yeah, yeah. Something went down. She definitely brought it, though. She gave it her best shot. Virginia's been in New Orleans for Mardi Gras since, what, Saturday, I think? Somewhere around there. And it seems like she's dialed it up pretty hard every night.
Were we there for a radio conference? Is that why we went?
Yes.
Okay.
So we've been there before. We've seen her in her glory. I've seen her many times in New Orleans. And there's just something that you think Virginia parties hard in South Florida. There's something about when she gets back in her natural habitat.
It's an away game.
No, it's a home game.
Oh, yeah,
for her.
no, you're right.
Yeah,
you're right.
It is a home game, and she, has the crowd behind her, and she's just, it's kind of like she's caught up in her element. And yeah, if you've seen some impressive performances from Virginia here in South Florida, when she gets to New Orleans, it's a whole different ball game. So she's posted a lot of photos. You can go to our social media. Go follow along. It's all over our Instagram. But there's one photo on our Twitter. I don't know if you've seen yet, Jaybird, but you might want to go take a look at it.
Okay, I'm on Twitter right now.
Okay, go to the KVJ Show Twitter, and it's probably maybe 3-4 tweets down. Just go take a look at that. Tell me what you think about that photo.
Am I looking for Virginia?
Oh, yeah, you're going to see a photo of Virginia. Find that photo. She's having a great time, Mardi Gras. She's got on Mardi Gras costume. She's thoroughly enjoying herself.
Is it titled, Is That a Nipple?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, I'm on it. All right. It is a nipple. There's no way that's not a nipple. I don't know. There's a shadow
Somebody
there.
said, no, it's a shadow, and I said, no way, it's a nipple.
It's looking very nipple-ish.
Oh, it is.
It doesn't have the color. See, okay, here's the thing.
Not a shadow.
It's a different color than the other part of the shadow on her,
not a shadow.
her bosom.
Not a shadow. Yeah. So there you go.
Great picture.
Yeah. So I don't think she was aware, but she's been posting up some very interesting photos that people have been looking at. So
we should get more likes on that thing. She'll be insulted if there's no likes on it.
I kind of felt that way too. I was like, it feels like it's underperforming for what it is. It's just definitely underperforming right now. So if you want to go check out that photo, you just need to go to our Twitter. We'll get it up there. But hey, KVJ social media, it is up. It's all over the place. Go find it and make sure you follow along.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? thinking about? What are you thinking about?
What you got on your mind today, Jay Bird?
There's always all these goofy viral challenges,
Yes.
and some of them are fun.
Yeah.
Some of them are just awful. Have you seen the latest challenge?
There's so many that I just don't even know. I think I probably know which one you're going with.
The Vans challenge?
Yeah, I have. It's stupid.
And what you throw a pair of Vans shoes up in the air, and I guess
Yeah.
every pair of Vans shoes always land on the soles of the shoe.
Yeah, it doesn't blow my mind at all. It makes perfect common sense why it does
That's
that.
a terrible viral challenge.
It's a terrible viral challenge.
How does that get
I
caught
saw
on?
people doing it. I don't know.
All right, so I wrote down some
'Cause
ideas.
people are bored, I guess. I don't know.
Okay, well, let's try to get at least KVJ Nation. Let's do our own viral challenge. Even if we get 10 people to retweet it, I'll be happy. It'll be a success in my eyes.
That's okay. So you're coming at it with a very low bar.
Well, I mean, we can't get better than the Vans challenge. We can't do better than that. Here's what I got. I got something like maybe the pizza bomb or the nice slice. You got somebody that doesn't expect it. You put the camera on them. Let's say you work with somebody. They're doing their little job at their office, and all of a sudden the camera's on them, and you see a slice of pizza coming up to them with the camera behind to go, boom, you just been nice sliced. Free pizza for you. It's not mean. You're not throwing cheese in anybody's face. You're just giving random people free slices of pizza. The nice slice.
I like it better than the Van Challenge.
Nice slice challenge. You like that, Denny's?
I like it better than the van challenge.
All right, you guys don't love it. All right. Or you could do the Bigfooting. Take pictures of your friends, but gotta make sure they're posing as a Bigfoot, but it's gotta be a little blurry.
Ah, all right.
That ain't no worse than the van challenge.
How do you make the photos blurry?
You just kind of, if I was to take a picture of you, I would just take it till it looks blurry and then snap it and go, oh, there's my buddy. He's doing the Bigfoot. He's Bigfooting.
Oh, okay.
All right. Pancaking or bunning. You take buns and you put them over the cheeks of your butt. I don't think that's I don't think that's any more dumb than the van challenge.
No, I mean, yeah, I mean, when you look at all the list of stuff that has gone on, and yeah, for a while, I remember we had that, what was it, like Batmaning and planking and all that
Some
stupid
of those
stuff.
They're not. Those are better.
At least
than
they're a challenge.
vanning. We're dilating it. We're throwing up shoes and they land.
Well, the beautiful thing about this is that, was Vans behind it. You look at all this kind of stuff, and right now there's corporations are doing ridiculous. Like KFC's got something where they're trying to patent all these ridiculous things, like a hot tub that looks like a chicken bucket.
A bucket of chicken, yeah.
Yeah, and Popeyes came out with some Mardi Gras beads that has an actual bucket of chicken at the bottom of it. So you can kind of party and still have your chicken on it. So that's kind of it. So these corporations, their marketing departments are just sitting around saying, doing what you're doing. Let's think of something stupid involving our product, and then probably. They made it look like it was just a random kid sent out the...
For sure.
But I don't know that I buy that.
Hired gun.
Okay,
Yeah.
will you do the pancaking or bunning with me, where you put those buns on that pumpkin booty of yours? That could be the new viral trend. I'm pancaking or hashtag bunning.
Yeah. Well, you got to just watch, because it's like they recently had the pumpkin booty. That was around October. That was where people were painting their butts to look like...
pumpkins.
Yeah, pumpkins. So we had too much butt stuff recently.
Do you like the nice slice challenge? You just been pizza bombed. You got a slice of pizza just randomly, or is this better? People take slices of pizza, they put them on their nipples.
Okay.
Pizza bikinis.
Yeah, a pizza nipple.
Oh, I think, pizza bikini could work. Denny's might have something there, because, you could use the pepperonis for your pasties, and then you take the slice
The
from
triangle.
The bikini. Yeah, okay.
See, we're just in the think tank right now.
Pizza bikinis. Okay, that might be the new thing. Yeah, it is crazy, though. And I just wonder, how many... I guess a lot of people are participating because they're getting good numbers.
Well, I just want to figure out how can we get something going. Let's do something.
Okay.
Pizza bikini.
Something big.
Something
Just
real
keep
big.
doing something until something finally sticks. Maybe
Yeah,
that's
all
it.
it is.
If pizza bikini doesn't work, we're doing bunning.
All right.
Okay. Try to... You should do that. You know what? Next week, you should come up with your ideas, have 5 ideas, and every day be like, here's today's challenge, and let's see if one of them takes off.
I'd call it homework, but that's just too enjoyable.
Yeah, so you do that, and, as long as it's not too perverse, then I will join you, and we'll put it up on our social media, and we'll get KVJ Nation to do it. We'll see if it catches on.
This has turned to priority 1.
Jay Bird's Viral Week, starting on Monday. You give us a viral assignment, and we'll all work on it.
I love it.
Yeah.
So I tried to do this a long time ago, and no one participated.
The only thing I tell you is, like, for instance, with the pizza thing, and the reason why the Vans is working, if you got a pair of Vans on, you want to try it, and it's easy. The barrier of entry, meaning it's just got to be simplistic. Like, if somebody's got to run out and get a piece of pizza, and then they got to hand it, then you're talking about, okay, I don't have time to, people are busy. So it's got to be something that's very simple, not a lot of effort.
All right, bigfooting right now then.
That's what's working.
For sure.
I'm gonna do a big. All right, okay, I love it, Kev. Thank you, I love it.
Okay, glad we got somewhere with that. What you got on your mind today, Denny's?
I'm usually not one to complain about stuff, but I guess this is kind of a call out. I stopped at the gas station this morning to pick up a few items for a bit that we're doing later, and I guess I just can't believe the etiquette of people in line with cash register people. So the person in front of me was trying to ask out the girl that was ringing up, and there's probably like 5 of us in line.
Okay.
And
what was his move? Like, how was he asking?
I kind of came in and halfway through it, but he's like, clearly he's done this before because she knew him from like him coming in, I guess, and asking her out a lot. So this time though, he for sure thought he was going to do it, but he wouldn't let anyone in line check out until she said yes. So
I'm serious.
I'm standing there. I mean, I had to be there for 8.5 minutes.
That's unbelievable. So she's finally like, yeah.
She's like, next customer. And he's like, no one come up. She has to say yes. I've been trying to get her to go out with me. And I'm like, oh my God, can we just ring out?
You're too polite because I don't know.
That's ridiculous.
Everybody in line was complaining. And this guy, eventually a manager had to come out and escort him out. But I mean, this whole thing took probably 10.5 minutes.
Yeah, he's trespassing at that point. And it's harassment. You're harassing somebody. You've hijacked the line, and you're telling the girl you're not leaving until you give me a date. The guy's an idiot.
But I mean, I've seen this also with people who are ringing out, and a coupon doesn't go through the way they want, and they will refuse to let people go for 10 cents. They won't let anyone come until a manager.
That happens a lot at CVS, where someone doesn't get like 3 cents back, or there's a discrepancy on the matter of a dime.
Totally.
And people go ape poop over it. They get so mad.
I feel like when I go into a line, I try to be as quick and unobtrusive as possible. I don't want to stop anyone from their day. I just try to get my stuff done. And there's people now who I feel like are intentionally holding up lines.
Yeah, we do a game where we try to get out of the line as quick as possible.
Like time it.
I'll go first, he'll go second, and we try to get out, pay for our stuff to see how quick we can get through the line. Because we've noticed, people, I don't know what they're doing in line these days.
Yeah.
I had it where I was at Schmalschmer, and the customer in front of me was talking to the cash register person, and they were chatting and ignoring that I was behind them. And they're just chatting, so I kind of like moved my stuff up to kind of signal, hey, I kind of want to try and get out of here.
That is kind of unbelievable.
And they just sit there and chat. I can't believe what's happening.
Is it that you don't know that there's other people around, or you don't care?
I think it's just, I think people are caring less. You wonder if the internet has made people so annoyed with everyone now that nobody cares about anyone else now.
Denny's got a theory about that, how the internet's making people a lot more rude.
It really is.
Why is that? Why is the internet's fault, Denny's?
Well, so here's the problem. When originally, if you and I were to complain about something, or we were complaining somewhere in a bar, we would complain in an intimate forum. It would be between us or maybe anyone who hurt us.
Yeah.
Now people can permanently complain on the internet, and that can be checked for years after.
Right.
So you could have complained about something 10 years ago that you don't even care about now, and now you're getting called out for it because it's permanently put on a platform.
And you could also get support where you didn't get support before. If you're complaining in a bar with 3 or 4 people, that's all. That's as far as that thing's gonna go.
For sure, you get some steam behind that, and now you've got a movement going.
So that makes people a little bit more.
Well, I think what's happening is people are seeing people in their close circles that they know pretty well, but now they're seeing them put stuff on the internet that they never thought that person would put up. And I think it's making people kind of closing the walls on everyone. It's making everybody feel like that. It's really sparking up everything.
Denny's is obviously fired up here today.
Well, then look at it.
I can't even speak.
Look at Denny's. He's tongue twisted. He's upset. He's had enough.
Well, do you think with social media, everyone's always very quippy? Kevin says something I don't like, then I'm going to fire back at Kevin. And now we're just in this.
It's a contest.
It's in this. You don't normally talk to people that way.
That normal way.
And then all of a sudden, that type of personality and that type of characteristics starting to bleed into regular day life.
Absolutely, Bert said it right. So now that type of culture is moving into the real life, that internet culture, which originally we used to say
it's changing society.
Do you think it has?
Yes, absolutely. Social media's changed society.
Do you think it's changing people's behavior on how they interact with one another?
Completely, yes. Our society is changing faster than it ever has in the history of humanity.
Well, the weird part is in real life, we tell people, hey, you got to be nice to everybody, please, thank you, all that fun stuff. On the internet, we almost reward you for being a troll. The more troll you are, the quippier you are. You get rewarded for that.
You do.
So why in real life would you not do that?
You're right. It's starting the behaviors. I think you're right. I think what we used to do online is bleeding over to reality, and it is changing how people interact with one another now in society.
And now we got people taking 10 minutes in line trying to ask somebody out. Like, that would never normally happen.
You wouldn't think so.
People would feel like they're being rude.
It's good call him out, though.
Should have filmed
The guy's
him.
completely rude, and that's, you know, that's probably what he wanted.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you're probably hoping somebody was filming it.
You're right.
And you never know. Maybe they were trying to stage it. Maybe it was being filmed, and it's going to be online today. That's actually going to be the next viral thing. Asking cashiers out in line and, like, holding up the lines. That's the next big viral challenge.
You're right. That might be it.
It started today, right under your nose. You just mentioned it. Now it's going to happen. What I got on my mind, it is going to go viral. In fact, it is today. The Game of Thrones final season. Oh, the trailer sounds as dramatic as you would think.
I know death. He's got many faces.
And you know when they keep going, boom, then it's going to be great and dramatic. Boom.
It's more of a visual.
It's the Game of Thrones finale. Boom.
I was kind of shocked. They only had one small clip, like a 1 second clip of certain main characters. I thought they'd give a little bit more. Tyrion, is that his name?
Tyrion, yeah.
He only was in there for a second. I only saw.
I just want to taste. They want people to talk about it because actually there are Game of Thrones nerds that are breaking down every single scene in that 2-minute trailer, and they're trying to figure out exactly what's going to happen with the final season.
We were talking about the last season of Game of Thrones, and you were reminding me of things that I've already forgotten that happened.
Yeah.
I forget some of these people are the walkers now.
Yeah.
I will tell you, I have a weird conundrum, though. Here's where I am with everything. I never used to watch TV. Then I got into viral TV stuff and binge watching, and I really got into TV. And for years then, I was just watching everything that was on. Then over the last 6 months, I've gotten away from TV, and I'm like going, you know what? My life is so much better.
Yeah.
But then shows I hadn't watched for a while, they're all coming back. Veep, Billions, Game of Thrones, all coming up. And I just got on Arrested Development, and I'm realizing, like last night, I stole 2 quick episodes of Arrested Development, which are 22 minutes each if you watch them on Netflix. 40 minutes I took away from my sleep time because I just really wanted to watch Arrested Development. I'm like going, is my life better or worse with this TV? And how do I prioritize all these great shows that are going to be coming out because I am going to be knee-deep in stuff I really want to watch for the next year.
You'll get plenty of sleep when you're dead.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, go on ahead and just keep watching.
Just get live carpe diem, baby.
There's a ton of great stuff about to come out.
There's a ton of new documentaries on Netflix, and Netflix does this thing where they hide certain there's certain shows that are out there, but you have to manually search them. Larry Charles, one of the creators of Curb Your Enthusiasm, did this comedy documentary about comedy in the most dangerous.
Larry Charles.
Yeah, Larry Charles is one of the. It's Larry David and Larry Charles.
That's too confusing.
It's very, very confusing. But he goes all around the world and he interviews people that have to do comedy and countries that it's not allowed, where they're being threatened with their life.
Undercover comedy.
It's really fascinating.
Oh,
yeah, it's like the dangers of doing stand up and what he interviews all these evil people who are terrorists. What do they find funny? It's humor's in the places you would never find it. And it's been promoted, but you have to manually search it.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty fascinating.
Okay. Wow. Tell you, we just dropped a bunch of great stuff here. So people are also texting in, Jaybird, with some ideas for your viral challenge. If you want to do something, somebody said you should add the Virginia at Mardi Gras challenge, where you submit a pic of you sheepishly looking away from the camera with your nipple hanging out.
I don't hate it.
There you go. Okay.
We got to blow that story out, but that needs a lot of publicity.
Like I said, it does need a lot more likes. If you want to see what we're talking about, you need to go to KVJ Show's Twitter right now to see exactly what is going on right there.
Virginia will be very hurt if her nipple picture is not getting retweeted.
Yeah. Coming up here in just a couple of minutes, somebody had asked me a little bit about the sleep number beds we talk about, and they said, what is your favorite feature? And they were asking me, going, a friend of mine and I were talking, we're like going, okay, does it have the feature where it like props your legs up? And I'm like, yeah, it has that feature. And then they kept emailing back about all these different features that they have. And finally it got like so ridiculous. I'm like going, no, it doesn't have that feature. I think it's kind of like gotten to the point with Sleep Number where they think these beds do absolutely everything. And I was thinking, if you could design a bed, and if you were sitting right now in front of the Sleep Number Council and they said, give us some ideas, what would the perfect bed do for you?
Oh, I got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I absolutely have
What
it.
would you tell the Sleep Number Council, Jaybird? Your chance to be creative is coming up next.
Get the info on everything that's going on with us at kvjshow.com.
We talk about our Sleep Number beds and all the different features it has. I had no idea. Before I got a Sleep Number bed, I had no idea that beds had this many features. You know, I knew that you'd have vibrating beds, water beds. I knew that maybe they could prop you up because you always see that commercial with the old people reading in bed. I'm like going, okay, I knew beds could do that. But then after I went to the Sleep Number store, they're like, oh, no, it's like air conditioned on this side. We can do this. This will happen. It'll like, you know, remember how you lay. And I'm like, wait, what? It's like it's doing crazy stuff that you can do with these beds. So somebody's asking me saying, hey, does your Sleep Number bed do this? I'm like, you know, I don't know. They're asking me questions that really only somebody at a Sleep Number store. I'm like, just go in and, you know, give all the questions to them. But I was thinking, okay, if you could design the perfect Sleep Number bed, what features, and maybe they're ones that don't exist right now, what would you love your bed to do? And the sky's the limit. It can do anything.
Okay, you're laying in your bed.
Yep.
And it's almost kind of like, and I know this is going to sound very, very relaxing, almost kind of like a coffin, if you will, where you're laying down and on the sides of it, there's like a big kind of side. So you're like laying in this kind of almost kind of, I don't want to say coffin because that doesn't sound very peaceful.
Yeah, coffin,
and,
yeah.
And on the sides of it, you open up the door, you can hit a button, it will cook food for you, almost like those pizza machines.
Okay.
You hit one button, and within 3 minutes, bing, your pizza's ready to go on one side, or any kind of food. You could have a snack compartment on another side, and then on the right side of your bed, you can have all types of drinks. You can have a fountain of drinks in there. You hit a button, boom, beer,
Okay.
boom, grape Kool-Aid, boom,
Sounds
water.
like you should just move your bed into your kitchen.
But it's almost like a kitchen bed, if you will.
Okay.
It also has a feature where it can massage your scalp. You can get your
Okay,
your
now
scalp
we're
massage
talking. Now we're talking.
while
Oh,
you eat
my
pizza,
goodness.
drinking your Kool-Aid. Okay.
Wow, if you just had something, you just like put it like rest right on your head and it was
You also have a feature of
That's a great idea.
You hit a button and you can have someone read you a story. Hey, Kevin.
Okay.
Why don't you lay your head down now? It's time to read Super Fudge.
that is a good idea.
look at
Calming
that.
voices, all different maybe celebrities. Like you could have Morgan Freeman.
You could do celebrities. You could do dead relatives. What if you had a dead relative you want to hear at nighttime?
Okay.
Some may
Okay.
think it's creepy.
Right.
Some may find it peaceful.
Okay.
Pizza, your dead loved ones.
Okay, some
scalp
good
massage.
ideas. Some good ideas. Some of the ideas I was thinking about. One, something I do every single day, and I think I've seen this in sci-fi movies, and I think Pee Wee Herman had this, a bed that remade itself.
That's good.
Didn't he have that? He got out of bed and went and pulled the sheet right back up.
It seems like something Pee Wee would have.
Yeah, there's a lot of like Pee Wee things you could do with that. I would love to see a bed that would absorb the fat while you sleep. You know, they have this kind of like things where you go in and it'll kind of like melt the fat off of you, but what if my bed did that?
So yours is about losing fat. Mine's about gaining it.
Yeah. Well, you know, if you have both features,
You're right.
you could be losing the fat while you're eating. That's where we are now in society. Yeah, I would like to see maybe a bed that would like collect your dreams and play them back like a live video.
I have always wondered, will we get to the point where technology is so
Yeah.
good you're able to DVR your dreams? Kevin, you would not want to see what I dream at nighttime.
Because I would like to know, I have like dreams that I just remember like the last little bit, or I think I remember being like, oh, I want to remember that for later. And like one I had last night, I woke up, I'm like, oh, I wish I knew the whole dream. What was I dreaming? I was in a major league ballpark and I had just struck out. I'm like, what was going on before this?
That is symbolism for life. You feel like, so the game is life, and you feel like you're striking out.
I was in front of a big crowd.
Oh, yeah. Well, the crowd's the audience.
And I wasn't defeated. I was just kind of like, all right. I was actually kind of excited. I'm like, oh, wow, what a thrill that I was actually here and I had a chance to play.
You're used to the failures, therefore you have become used. So you're dealing with that.
Okay.
But we all have failures. I'm not calling you a failure.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah.
I say we all have to deal with those failures.
Yeah. But I'd like to know what the whole dream was about. Was there more to it, or did I just all of a sudden start a dream where I just struck out and that's the whole dream?
No, there's more to that.
That's what I thought.
The crowd's watching.
So if I had the ability to record my dreams and play them back, I could have known what that whole dream was about.
I had one the other night where I was chained to a wall.
I don't think I want to see your dreams.
I know you wouldn't. It was pretty intense, brother.
Yeah.
It was pretty intense.
I assume things were happening to you.
Not good things
Okay.
either.
Let me see. Somebody else texted and said, I'd love to have a bed that could pick me up from the bar.
That's pretty good.
Okay, that's not. Can you imagine you just walk outside and fall in and you wind up home? Somebody texted and said, I need a bed that would roll my husband on his side when he snores. I don't think they technically do that with Sleep Number. And somebody else texted and said, my bed would have booby holes, so when I lay on my tummy, they wouldn't get squashed.
You said sky's the limit, right?
Yeah, sky's the limit here.
Okay, edible comforter, edible pillows. Imagine
Why does everything in your bed have to do with eating? Why are you eating so much in your bed?
I don't know, man. It's kind of how I was raised, I guess. Really? I don't know.
You go to bed. Now, Jaybird, you go into bed and finish your dinner. Wait, what?
Eat a really heavy meal and go right to bed.
That's how those Penningtons train you, huh? And I wonder, like, for a company like Sleep Number, where we all got our beds from, I bet they just sit around and say, okay, what would you ultimately want in your bed if the sky's the limit? I bet they've had this discussion. They probably have it all the time. They should have it weekly if they don't.
Were you ever a fan of the waterbed? Remember how popular they were back in...
I never got them. I couldn't sit on them.
They're terrible.
Laying on there are awful. I'm like, how does anyone sleep in this thing? Like, when you moved, like, your entire body would just rock you awake.
You couldn't do any kind of activity on a bed.
No, I never got that.
Isn't that weird how that was so popular for a while and then nothing? They
because people are like, well, why are we sleeping on this thing? It's the worst thing ever.
They would pop.
Oh, terrible. I mean, just what an awful, god-awful concept for a bed. Somebody said, I would love to have a vibrating alarm bed where it's like it just starts wiggling a little bit so you gently come awake. That's the one thing for me is, because I use my phone to wake up, and a lot of the alarms they have are jarring. Like, I would not want that. I found the one that kind of like starts light, and I usually get it right away because I'm a very light sleeper.
The vibrating and the humming, all that can keep people very, very peaceful. I know a vacuum cleaner, or that if you're running a vacuum, I can get into a deep sleep that way.
Yeah, that'll put you to sleep, but I think they're talking about waking up more gently, but some people can't. Like, I know my oldest son, he has to have that, whatever that submarine alarm is, that wah, wah, and even then, he's got like that stuff that vibrates your bed, like rocks it to try to wake you up.
I haven't set an alarm in about 8 years. I wake up at least once an hour.
Gosh, that's terrible.
Oh, it is terrible.
I really would be in a sleep clinic like
today. It'll go like this. I'll wake up and it'll go, okay, it's 4:15. Boom. It's 5:50. Like, it goes like that.
Dang, dude. I don't know how you do it, man. Noise canceling bed. It's not a bad idea.
It ain't no pizza bed.
Yeah, okay. All right. But, you know, I have fans all over my room. It'd be cool if they had something, just all that stuff was self-contained.
The fans can be kind of loud, too. Yeah.
I love them, though. I got 3.
Not when you're trying to watch that Bradley Cooper movie when he talks real low like this. What's that movie he just did? Stars Born. Yeah. You have a fan going on and you're watching A Star is Born. There's no way you can understand Bradley Cooper.
Yeah, I would turn the fans off, watch the movie, then turn the fans on and go to bed. Somebody said, I put my Keurig on my nightstand. Yeah, coffee maker. Some people want that. Somebody else wants a bed where they can stash their weed. It would actually pack the bong and light it for them when they wake up. Wake and bake. They just roll over. There you go.
A smello bed where you have the best scents coming out. You wake up, you smell bacon automatically.
Okay.
You hear it. You hear it cooking.
Scents. People are really into that stuff. My wife has whatever those diffusers all over the house now, and actually scents are really good if you're talking about trying to create the ultimate sleep atmosphere. I think it is. I think it's the right kind of like temperature, noise, smell,
sheets.
Yeah.
There's
a lot that goes into it.
You ever lay down on some broke down sheets And you wake up and you're wrapped up like a burrito. The sheets up your butt. It's terrible.
Yeah, it's crazy. I actually saw a commercial. They were like advertising the most comfortable sheets ever the other day.
I don't know, man.
People were buying into it.
Seems like a rumor to me. I've yet to find them.
Yeah. And somebody said, how about a bed that heals you while you're sleeping?
Mentally.
Yes.
You're mentally.
Now that's pretty amazing stuff. So some good ideas. Got some celebrity birthdays today. Happy birthday to Shaq. Shaquille O'Neal brought the Miami Heat an NBA championship back in the day. He's 47 today. Still pops up Miami DJs a lot.
He's in the Hall of Fame, right?
Yeah, without a doubt. I think he's still isn't he still Broward County Sheriff?
I don't know.
I think he is.
He's got a lot of side things going on.
He's got a lot going on. Connie Britton, I'm throwing her in here. She's 52. She's kind of one of my, I just love a lot of stuff she's in. She was in Friday Night Lights. She was in Nashville. She's been in a ton of different shows.
Oh, yeah.
She's in that 911. She's the redhead.
I think she's in the first season of American Horror Story, too, which is very good.
She's just one of those ones where you see her, and I don't know what it is. Like, everything she's in, to me, way underrated. I just love all of her stuff. So she's having a birthday today.
And she's got that name that no one knows.
No one knows the name.
Britton.
You're like, who?
I had to Google her.
But I throw you all these shows, and you're like, oh, yeah, okay, I know who that is. Also, a happy birthday out to Leilani. Having a big old birthday today from your mom, Erica, your brother, Ian, and all your aunties and uncles. Little happy 13th birthday to our feisty, funny, fabulous young lady, Hannah Claire. Love you to bits and pieces, Mommy, Daddy, Sarah Kay, and Anya. Also, a birthday shout out for Ryan. He's turning 17 from Tracy, Greg, Jesse. He loves Flat Top Cop.
Oh, nice.
There you go. There you go. Good stuff. A lot of people are saying that this has been around for a while. This is a TV show. It's a little bit before my time, though. I mean, I knew of it, but I was a kid when it was on. It's called Laverne and Shirley from back in the day.
Tamil, Tamala, Casanova Corporation.
Yeah. Lamia, Lamazel, Hossam Pfeffer Incorporated.
That's such a jam, man.
We gonna do it. Yeah. That's when they had TV themes and they were great.
I wish we could play it.
That's such a groovy song.
Yeah. So something that's going on Twitter now. Twitter's basically just telling us all these things that we need to try. And
every comment I'm reading, guys, this has been around since the 50s.
Yeah, but you know what? I think that's why it's working on Twitter, though. I think the people that are probably texting us are a little bit older. Yeah, so this is, you're like, yeah, no, this is a no-brainer. But
Kevin, old people don't text. I'm just kidding.
If you missed the show, this because like I said, I had never heard this, but apparently on that show, they used to have a combo that they would do all the time, and they would have milk and Pepsi. And somebody texted and said, yeah, I tried it as a kid. It's not that bad. It tastes like a melted Coke float.
I can see that. I mean, this really isn't it's only going to be a punishment for you and for Denny's, because I don't think Denny's tummy can take it.
Well, maybe it's not that bad. I mean, maybe we'll just we'll try it out. We'll give it a quick sample here.
Yeah, it's a punishment if you take it and then you throw it in your eyes or something like that. But I think drinking, I don't think it's going to be bad.
Well, then let's just do a sample and see if this is that bad or not. I don't think we need to make it a punishment, because honestly, I heard that. I was like, I thought it was going to be something where it would like curdle in your stomach, and then I figured it was probably like a Twitter prank, because you would have the milk in there. You know how like you do where you can't chug a gallon of milk and then people do it and you start barfing?
Yes.
Some people can.
I was real close one year. In 2009, I was very close. We had that much left and I threw up at the very end.
Well, there was a physiological reason for that, because as the milk hits your stomach and warms up, it expands and it pushes right out up your esophagus, and you barf up all the milk before you can most people can get it down. And so I figured this was going to be that thing. What's the other thing? Isn't there something with Mentos and Coke? Supposedly that'll come up, or there's a banana and Sprite.
We tried all of those.
Yeah.
And they were all so whack. I was supposed to eat those Mentos, drink that Diet Coke, and then I was supposed to have this stuff shoot out of me like a geyser, and all it did was make me gassy.
See, when I saw this popping up on Twitter, I thought this was going to be some kind of like one of those jokes, like, okay, the milk starts to curdle in your stomach, then it hits the fizziness of the Coke, and the next thing you know, you're going to be shooting it out of your nose.
I think you nailed it. I think it's an older snack that people don't do anymore, and it's new to the younger generation.
It sounds terrible.
It's kind of like how they people try to act like bacon just got invented. There's this explosion of bacon's been around for a while, y'all.
It reminds me of egg creams. You remember those? That's an old drink.
No, I don't remember.
Egg
that.
cream?
What are you
egg
talking
cream?
about?
You never heard of egg cream?
No.
Oh, my grandparents loved it. It was it's a chocolate milk with seltzer water added to it.
That sounds terrible.
Seltzer water's
Oh, my
awful.
God.
He
Oh,
loves
oh
seltzer
my-
water.
what?
He gave me seltzer water the other day. I thought it was lemonade. I drank it.
Oh.
We about got into a fight. I hate seltzer
You
water.
never seen a man so mad.
Who the hell?
water.
Who's liking seltzer
I don't
water?
know. That's terrible. You
I
seltzer
drink-
water?
I drink straight seltzer water.
It is the worst.
I drink it right out of the bottle.
You just handed out the bird?
Oh, I was so pissed.
Well, it
I
had a lemon scent to it.
legit offended. I'm thinking it's some kind of like Sprite.
Well, he asked for something from the fridge, so I got it. I thought he'd like it. He likes fizzy
Yeah,
stuff.
I thought the Kevin Ralston had the worst beverages. Dude, no, Denny's.
Denny's?
He's got the worst. Oh, the worst the worst snacks.
Does
Both
he?
of you
Terrible?
combined are the worst snack people.
What is he having so bad?
Oh, he's got all of the
Cliff Bars
the,
and Fiber One.
the
I got
chalky,
Cliff Bars. Yeah.
the chalky things that are he acts like they're sweets, but
I
they're
got kale
not.
chips and Cliff Bars.
Kale, get the hell
That's
out
all
of here.
I got.
with that crap. Seltzer water and kale chips.
That's all I got in my cabinet right now.
Gotta be crap.
Okay, so this is it. So Twitter's saying Coke with milk.
Yeah, it tastes like a float.
Ugh. I hate Coke and I hate milk.
That's terrible.
Ugh.
No, that's-
I'll drink up. I love
that tastes like Coke and milk. That tastes exactly what I thought it was gonna taste like. That's terrible.
I don't think it's bad, and I think y'all.
That's
soft.
terrible. That is terrible. That is like you just order the worst milkshake ever.
It's not terrible.
It's like the worst root beer float. Like the root beer is flat and the ice cream was like 5 weeks too old.
You both are being a little extra.
No, it's terrible.
Pretty good, actually.
That is no, it is not.
I mean,
hey, have Suits try it. Let's
oh,
watch.
he's never had Coke or milk.
Yeah, can you go swap on the KVJ TV?
Milk with milk.
I want to see this little fawn. Just can we get it, Denny's? Make sure you get a good shot of his face because this will probably be a good little meme. Yeah, Suits has eaten like what 5 different foods in his life.
He's gotten better. Our boy is definitely expanding his wings.
We need to go back to have Suits try it. We need to start throwing because people are like, "Going, I like that." We had that one day where we threw out all these different foods. I can't remember what it was. It was like just basic stuff that most people had, like an apple.
A lot of the vegetables, a lot of the fruits, which
Yeah.
I understand. I get it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the fruits and vegetables still haven't gotten a ton better. I'm good at. I've expanded. Like I really start liking seafood. Lobster is fantastic.
Wow, look
I had
at
a
you.
lobster roll in Key West.
Oh,
that
he's-
was just,
Wow, welcome to adulthood.
I know it's cool.
He started eating butt chicken and seafood. He's changed.
I know,
No,
he's a
he
junkie.
gets it
Yeah.
every single
does.
day. As soon as
He
the
does.
show is over, he gets up. He goes right to butt chicken and seafood.
It's
every
really
single day.
good.
He's junky.
Do you drink soda? Are you a soda guy?
I hate soda.
Really?
I've never liked soda my whole life. I've tried
Really?
it. I've hated soda my whole life.
Well, how are you on milk?
Milk, I like chocolate milk. I don't really just drink straight milk.
He's got the palate of a 5-year-old.
Me and Suits can relate to each other. He likes macaroni and cheese and chocolate milk, and I get it.
The bird and I actually have a lot in common.
Okay, so try this. Tell me, because Denny's and I are a definite no. Jaybird's actually a yes
I don't hate it.
on
looks
Coke with
disgusting.
milk.
It does look bad.
Yeah. Okay,
All right,
give it a shot.
let's see.
Let's see if who you side with here. What do you think about it? It's terrible, isn't
It's
it?
disgusting. How can you like that?
It's terrible.
I'm not going to order this when I go out. You guys
No.
are acting like it's the worst thing ever.
It
and
is the
it's
worst thing
pretty
ever.
bad
It's
now.
terrible. That is
disgusting.
disgusting. Anybody who ever drank that, yeah, that would be. That's something you would drink in a depression.
They did it differently back then. My dad taught me this one snack that his mom and grandma would always make him, cracker soup. He takes a bunch of crackers
Yeah.
and puts sugar on the cracker and then takes the milk and then mushes it up or meshes it up, and then you just eat this sweet milk with crackers in it. And I remember I ate so much of it as a kid. I
Oh,
liked
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I really did. But it was an old, like, depression type of snack.
There's a lot of depression type of snacks that you can have out there. Yeah.
Some of them are good, though.
Yeah. Some people do it. Some people swear by it. Twitter also says that the other craze that people are finding out about is putting gravy on your pancakes. Any chance that's any good?
Ketchup with your syrup, I can do. I love ketchup and syrup
that's
mixed
disgusting.
together on all. I like to take the entire breakfast plate, cut it all up, and then take the ketchup and syrup and mix it all together. Randy Pennington taught me that.
You think gravy on pancakes?
I think it could potentially work. Yeah, because think about a pancake. It's really just like a
Meat?
yeah. It's like
Sweet
a
meat.
It's like a breaded thing.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So if you like doing that, that's what Twitter is saying you need to try out. It's apparently all the rage.
Making me hungry again. Why you do this to me? You get me all worked up in a frenzy.
Well, I'll take it back in the other direction. Coming up here in a second, did you see the story last week? It's kind of funny. A 90-year-old guy accidentally ate half a pot of green paint instead of yogurt. He thought it was yogurt, and he was just sitting there like just eating it like, this isn't bad. And like going, hey, that's actually paint. He's like, he didn't really seem to mind too much from the clip I saw.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, so I'm kind of curious, have you ever eaten something that you thought was edible and it wasn't?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. What do you have for the list? 877-979-WRMF coming up next. Somebody posted up a photo. Their 90-year-old grandparent had sat down to eat what he thought was yogurt, and apparently it turned out to be a pot of green paint.
Yeah, but he continued to eat it.
He did. He's like, okay, not bad, actually.
Back when I was playing baseball with this one guy, he would always dip in the apartment, and I thought I was drinking a Coke. And I grabbed the red Dixie, and I took a big old gulp, and it was his dip spit. And I definitely swallowed some.
That is terrible.
It rocked my world.
No. That'll throw you for a loop. Because you know what? That's what happens when you are eating something and you think it's one thing and it turns out to be something else.
Yes.
It just throws you off. So
you can get in trouble when you're getting ready, brushing your teeth and like putting stuff in your mouth that way. I've lotion before, it's gone in the mouth.
Yeah, you think you put on the toothpaste and you wind up putting on hair cream or something like that, or Preparation H on your toothbrush and brushing your teeth with it. So what did you eat thinking it was something else? A lot of people have done this apparently because some of the texts that we got right now, somebody said, yeah, my granddad would always buy the beef jerky then he would sprinkle the do not eat pack thing that was on there. He thought it was seasoning for his beef jerky.
Oh.
That's like the chemicals to keep it fresh. He thought beef jerky came with seasoning packs. And I'm like, what are you doing, Grandpa? He's like, I'm seasoning my beef jerky. I'm like, no, that's like...
Don't eat it, it's poison.
Yeah, so there you go. Somebody else said my drunk uncle once ate frozen cubes of aquarium fish food and thought it was chocolate.
Did he love it?
Yeah, apparently so. When you're hammered, pretty much anything tastes good. That was Matt that sent that in. Somebody else texted in and said, yeah, my dad thought a piece of sausage had fallen off a plate off my daughter's plate, but he didn't realize that the link actually came from her diaper. Oh, man, oh, man.
I mean, once you commit to that.
Oh, that's tough. That's tough. Yeah. Somebody said my sister made soap for my grandparents for Christmas, and they ate it thinking it was nougat.
Nougat.
Somebody else texted and said my sister ate cat biscuits thinking they were Cocoa Puffs.
I've eaten dog ice cream. They got those dog.
Yes.
And they're not bad at all. When we did that dog taste test,
it wasn't bad.
Man, those are some good dog treats.
Yeah. Someone else said I ate a bath bomb one time, thought it was a gobstopper, and I got it from the refrigerator. I threw up, and I can still taste it now typing this. So, yeah, that happens a lot. Yeah, packaging can be deceiving, too. You go and you think that something is...
edible.
Yeah, and it's something else, and it's totally not. So, yeah, a lot of people are going through this. Yeah, a lot of people have done this. You ate something thinking it was edible, and it was completely something else. And I don't get this, and we even have this at my house. My wife has put out that fake fruit. Somebody texted and said, yeah, I once ate my aunt's wax fruit. It was just sitting on the table. It looks delicious. I grab an apple, and I bite right into it. Like, whoa.
Some of that fake food they used to make that fake cheese. It looked so good.
Yes. Somebody said, yeah, the candles that look like fruits or chocolate. I almost popped one thing. I was eating a chocolate, and it was wax. It's you know what? That's just kind of like a cruel joke. I'm not even buying into that. Let me see. We've got something pretty bad here. Brian is on from Hobe Sound. Brian, you have got a story here where one time you ate something thinking it was something else. What was it?
I went to Key West and had breakfast for my son. My son got sick at breakfast and threw up at the breakfast table.
Oh, jeez.
And I took him. I was with a friend of mine. So anyways, we got in the truck and left because the restaurant staff was annoyed. And I basically had to box up all of my breakfast. And then we're going down the road. We get back to my place. I didn't realize that he had puked in the breakfast leftovers from breakfast in the container. So I got home, I opened it up, and I'm like, I don't remember getting chipped peas. And I started eating it, and I'm like, wow, that's a real tangy breakfast. And I'm like, oh, my God, it's puke.
Oh, my gosh. That is awful.
It was horrible. It was horrible. I threw up immediately. I was like, ah.
Wow,
I don't
there
know.
you go.
That's not as bad as poop, I guess.
Tangy chip beef.
Or is that worse than poop? I don't even know.
No, I don't know, man. Woo.
Oh my
Gosh, that's tough, man. Yeah. I mean, at least it was your kids.
That makes my dip story seem like nothing.
Yeah, that's very tame compared to. I don't remember getting tangy chip beef. Yeah, that's tough. Okay, well, our boy Suits here. This is very interesting. I'm glad this is brought to my attention.
I heard some things in the hallways, Kev.
Oh, you did. There's
Gotta
some,
watch what you say around these parts.
Yeah, you do. Apparently, Suits has got a little crush on somebody here, huh?
It's interesting because it's a hired gun. It's not the easiest person to pick up. It's a cashier at a grocery store.
You know,
Hired gun? What do you mean hired gun?
Well, they're working. That means
okay.
if
What
someone's
is this, like pickup terminology?
that one show, The Pickup Artist on VH1.
Okay.
Yeah, anytime you try to pick somebody up while they're working, that's considered a hired gun, and it makes their chances harder to pick them up because they're working.
Gosh.
They're,
so Suits is going to the high difficulty level here on top of it.
Extra difficult because it's a cashier and they see so many people and it's so public and it's so out there. When would you do it? You know, do you do it as you're getting your groceries?
Well, it's just funny because you guys literally had this thing with Denny's at the gas station this morning, and it's so awkward when you're checking out to say anything. So I've seen this person
Denny's
a
had
lot
a story.
of times.
Denny's came in here. If you missed it, Denny's was trying to get to work today, and there was a guy at the cashier at the Quick Trip, whatever it was, getting gas, and the guy would not let anybody forward in line until the cashier agreed to go on a date with him. And so, people are like, move out of the way. And he's like, oh, not till she agrees to go out with me. And they're like, he was there 8 minutes, Denny said. That's crazy.
I'm surprised it wasn't a physical altercation about something like that.
Yeah, the manager, I think he said, finally had to come out and try to get the guy out of there. But that's just crazy.
It's tough when you have a crush on someone that works at a store. I remember back, I had the biggest crush on this girl at the Gardens Mall, and I did all of my Christmas shopping there, not because I had to, because I wanted to talk with her. I already got my family Christmas gifts, so I spent like $400 on all these presents I didn't need just to talk to her, and it didn't work out. It's a tough game.
Tough game.
Because you don't want to be creepy either.
There have been a couple of times I've waited in a longer line, just like I'm like, all right, let's see. But when you get there and there's other people behind you, now it's like it's awkward, you know. And I don't want to be weird in that situation, so I don't think it's anything I can really make a move. And that's always my struggle too. I'm not very good with the opening line.
Well, you're buying your sub, and now you're trying to ask her out, and you got people behind you. It's awkward. And then if you wait for her to go on her break, now you're stalking.
Yeah, you're creepy at that point.
Yeah. I kind of feel like, one, we need a good lead-in for Suits to be able to do this. How should he approach a cashier at a grocery store? Is there a good way to kind of like open it up to something?
Is it creepy to ask another employee about her? Go, hey, what's the story?
Probably because he'd be like going, hey, that random dude just asked me about you, and I just want to let you know. And she's like, okay, thanks for putting on my radar.
He's always in my line.
Yeah, he's always in my line. He's stalking me, and then it becomes weird. Yeah.
All right, we're working it out. Right? We're working it out.
Okay. Yeah, you know, it's been a while. Where is Suits' game here? Like, is Suits... Where would you say... How would you rank your game right now, Suits? Where do you think you are? Give it a letter grade. A through F.
Because I know his biggest hang-up, Coach. I know exactly what his biggest problem is.
What is it?
I want to see if Suits can identify it.
Okay.
My biggest problem really is I'm not good at the approach at starting that conversation. I've got too much. I get my nerves going. I don't really know what to say, and it gets a little awkward. I'm not very good at that first initiating a conversation, and it costs me a lot of opportunities.
It's the initiating part that he was even telling me for Drunk Girl Trivia when he was trying to go out in the field, even approaching the girls for Drunk Girl Trivia, he was finding that to be awkward, which it can be. Hey, I don't know you. Can I interview you while you're drunk? I get it.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, so it's kind of just...
It is, though. That is the hard... The opening is always the hardest because if you don't know somebody, they don't know where you're coming from.
Yeah, it's really weird to just approach somebody for me. It's always been a problem I've had.
But wouldn't you say, like, it's like with anything. The more you do it, the more you practice, the better you get.
You will be fine. You just got to get a little confidence. I believe in you. And just be yourself. And go for it. Carpe diem. When you're getting ready to die, think back on these moments. Go, oh, man, these chances. I should have taken them. Take those chances now. You don't have to be in your deathbed suits.
I love the motivational speech, man.
I know. Look at that over
I'm
here.
fired up now.
Yeah, good.
Just trying to fire you up. Maybe we ought to break down, do a little bit of work with Suits here. Let's just see what we can get. Let's see where his game is. Let's let him practice a little bit. And sometimes, too, if you create, because I know, I love football, and what they do in football practice, they create high, stressful, pressure situations that are harder than a game.
Yeah.
So that if you can do well, like in practice, then the game is supposed to be easy. That's how they try to practice. So when you get there, that might be something we could do here. We put you in a stressful situation, so when you actually get into the game, it's easier.
That's why I would take ground balls playing baseball without a glove. If you
I
can,
still don't understand that one.
if you can catch a baseball, that's
I talked to your coaches. They didn't understand that either.
Oh, what coach are you talking? There's a couple coaches that aren't that good that you're talking to. What coach?
So.
Oh, he's a great coach, yeah. Oh, whatever, he'll back me up. You catch balls with your bare hands.
He said you take them off the chest.
You do that too. Ain't nothing getting by this dog.
Okay. All right.
I'm telling you. Harder. I was agreeing with you.
I would say probably to me, if you were trying to pick somebody up, the ultimate, most embarrassing defeat, yeah, you're going to get rejection, but the ultimate is when you get a drink in your face.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
that'd be pretty awful.
So here's what we're going to do. I need some ladies to help out here. I just need women to call up, and I want Suits to try out his gift of gab. Now, I'm going to give you 30 seconds, Suits, okay? Opening line, we'll see how you do. And then at the end, if they're like, oh, that's cute, like I'm receptive. What Suits said in the first 30 seconds, I'm drinking it in. I'm there for him. If we do that, then you pass the test. If they say, no, he failed, we're going to take a drink and throw it in your face.
Oh, I love it. Can I throw the drink, please?
Yes, you can.
With a little quip, you pig.
Yeah.
Right in your face.
30 seconds. If you don't get a cute, you get a drink in the face, okay?
I love it.
Okay, ladies, so jump on right now. We're going to try and get Suits ready for this cashier moment. All right, well, we've got Mary Beth on here from Lake Worth. Now, how we're going to try this out. Suits, 30 seconds. You've got to chat up Mary Beth here. At the end of 30 seconds, she's got to give like a cute. Okay. Now, and we need you, Mary Beth, you're not going to do him any favors if you're not honest to him. Okay?
Of course.
Yeah, if you don't use honesty here, you got to say, yeah, you know what? Yeah, if this were out and you took this approach with me, I would still be interested. I would want to hear more.
Yeah.
That means cute. If you're like, okay, gosh, make this guy please shut up. If you feel that way, that's not cute, and we got to let Suits know.
Oh, this pig's getting drenched.
His approach isn't right. And so back to the drawing board, work a little bit different angle on this. So Jaybird is over here. He's going to be playing the role of the drink in the face. So either Suits gets rated acute or he gets a drink in the face, okay? All right, 30 seconds here. Suits, are you ready?
What I did, this should be interesting. I always do the you're cute kind of like tell the truth, because I saw people suggesting that, and it never seems to do anything. So I tried to think of pickup lines. And I don't know if that was the right move here.
Suits, we're hearing a lot of backtracking already. You got to get in. You got to.
This is my problem. See,
Suits might have been a bad day to wear a white shirt.
Oh, we're gonna make those things.
It'll be a wet dress shirt.
Oh man,
contest.
those things are gonna pop. They're gonna pop on KVJ TV.
Oh, that's great. Suits has worked on pickup lines.
I shouldn't have done pickup lines.
So you got 30 seconds to kind of have the gift of gab here.
I've read that, yes. In fact, they say that women within the first 10 seconds. That was one thing that came out earlier this year. Within the first 10 seconds, women actually can make up a pretty quick decision if they are interested in you or not. So I'm actually giving a bonus 20 seconds here. Okay?
Okay. Just so you guys know, I don't know if you hear me, it sounds like there's another radio station breaking in.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Okay, there we go. Is that better?
Yes.
Okay, good. All right. Okay, here we go. Suits, let's get ready for this pickup line here. All right, you start it, and I'll start the clock.
Hey, I might as well call you Google because you've got everything I'm searching for.
Okay, that's good. Not bad, not bad.
Not bad.
Not bad. Is that...
Gee, you like
Not bad.
That's all you need, like right there. You got the whole 30 seconds.
true.
Suits. You got to keep in mind that after you throw out the pickup line, you got to have plan B.
the clock's
Well,
still
it all depends. Honest truth, it depends on the girl too. Like, I mean, I am a giggler, so you know what I mean.
Well, I'm
trying to make people laugh.
Suits, yeah, I got to tell you, Mary Beth, you did your part here. The only thing, Suits, is like, yeah, you throw out a pickup line, but there's got to be something behind it. Like, you can't through the pickup line and just walk away.
We got to throw a couple stipulations in here. After he does the pickup line, you've got 30 seconds to keep it going. Me and Kevin, we're going to back off. We are not going to say anything. I'm going to be over here just waiting to throw a drink in your face.
30 seconds is the rating period.
Even though she
it's a full 30 seconds because, that's the part.
She laughed at the first 10 seconds. What if the last 20 seconds were terrible? Let's throw that one out.
Because it didn't sound like he had anything in the to follow it up. He was like,
Now we know.
Wait, so I thought this was a pickup line. Okay, so... okay.
Yeah, no, I mean, this is, you got to get in. You got to carry the conversation here. Yeah, so, were your hands sweaty? What are you doing over there wringing his hands out?
He is nervous.
He's shaking. He's like... See, but you know what? Again, this is what we're doing. We're creating a tough environment for you here so that when you get to that cashier, you're going to be calm because you're going, look, if I could do this, be embarrassed on the radio, have drinks thrown in my face, and all this kind of stuff, this is going to be a walk in the park.
Suits, speak from the heart. Speak from the heart.
Why'd you take your mic away?
Because I'm throwing water. You think Hamburger Hands is going to get water on equipment?
Well, you put it right in the path of where you're going to throw the water.
No,
take the microphone maybe and put it on the other side.
No, we have a whole system. We have a whole system.
You do?
We have cameras working. Yeah, this is the only way we can get the cameras.
If your mic were over there, wouldn't we be able to hear you and it wouldn't be in the path of the water?
There's lighting issues here and all that. The camera's set up in an area where you're going to be able to
take your word for it.
Yeah.
I assume you've done a lot of homework on this, Jaybird.
We did.
Okay. All right, so Mary Beth, we're going to bring this back, even though he got a little chuckle. So you know Mary Beth is a sucker for a funny line, and she's a giggler. So you know that suits. How would you deal with a giggler? Because that's key, too. You want to let the giggle ride out. You don't want to cut off the giggle before you continue the conversation. So how do you back that up? What do you do after you... Jaybird, what would you do? If he lands a successful pickup line and he gets the giggle, now where does he go with it?
I would say make a funny observation.
Because I'm getting feedback. You can't I'm finally gonna have to step in and be like, yeah, your planning is not working here.
You're getting
radio
feedback?
Terms.
I can't.
Yeah, you can't put two mics close together.
So yeah, I don't even know the question now. We're trying to run a couple cameras here going on right now.
Okay.
So because you said do not miss the drink on Suits' face.
Successful pickup line. How does he follow it up? Because he got the
funny
giggle.
Observation.
Okay.
Keep it going. Just keep something light and fun in the conversation. And if it's something that made her laugh before, maybe kind of just pile on with that funny observation or that funny quip you had in the beginning. You made her laugh. Continue with it.
Okay. Are you ready for this, Such? You land a good pickup line. You got to have the follow-up, okay? It's a 1-2 combination, all right?
Okay.
I would say if you made her laugh, what did the person say earlier? Be sweet and likable, okay? Make them laugh and then look sweet, okay? Let's try it again. Okay, are you ready here, Mary Beth?
Do I need a different pickup line?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, you got to come with another one here. Okay, so you just meet Mary Beth. You got 30 seconds here. It is cute or drink in the face. If at the end of 30 seconds she doesn't give you a cute, you get a drink in the face. All right, you ready to go?
Okay.
Let's do it.
Let's do this.
Okay, go ahead.
Hey, how's it going?
Good.
So on a scale of 1 to America, how free are you tonight?
I am a 10. Very available.
I love it. I got to say, you are beautiful. What's your name?
My name is Mary Beth, and you're making me blush.
Well, Mary Beth, can I buy you a drink?
Depends on the drink.
Anything you want. I got it. It's on me.
Alrighty. I'm new around the area. Where do you think,
Okay, time is up. There you go. That is your 30 seconds. All right. What do you think, Mary Beth? Is that cute?
It's cute.
Okay.
Laid back, a little confident.
I was actually kind of impressed with, I thought Suits had a little bit of swagger. Do you have any advice for him on how he could improve his rap there, Mary Beth?
On the truth, just be confident. I mean, if you really like the girl, just be confident. No girl wants to see, that little fear. But if you're confident to approach somebody, then, you can keep the conversation going. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I did with my wife. She was actually a cashier at Walmart. And
oh, you did a cashier move. Okay.
She had a look on her face where it's like, stay away. And I actually flipped her a card and be like, look, you look a little tough, but I think I could calm you down. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And she actually called me.
Okay, so you actually flipped the card. All right, so Mary Beth gave you a couple good things to work on here, Suits. She flipped the card to a cashier. It worked with her wife. That was successful. The only thing that I picked up from this, Jaybird, he had the confidence and it surprised me how confident he was. But can he be too confident to the point he sounds a little smuggy?
Yes.
And, yep.
I felt like there was some smugginess there, kind of like, oh, yeah, right. Yeah, let me get you a drink now. You're working as a cashier at Publix, but let me buy you a drink. I don't know.
I kind of heard a little bit of that, too, yeah.
It wasn't Suits. Suits was playing a character. He wasn't being himself.
Yeah, and I think that's why she was kind of like, yeah, cute. But I think she almost kind of felt douchey as well.
Well, I know you did.
Yeah, I felt it. Okay. All right, Suits, I got to tell you, though, very impressed. So far, great first round. Dina is on here from West Palm Beach. Hello, Dina.
Hola, buenos días.
Hola, ¿cómo está? All right, let's see.
Bien.
Bien, okay. Bien. Suits, 30 seconds here. Dina, and listen to this. She loves Spanish. Okay. Okay. Keep in mind, you're in South Florida. I mean, almost half the population is Hispanic. In fact, it's probably over in different parts.
You can border on insulting and corny if you don't play it the right way.
You're right. You're right. So we're going to throw you a different little bit of a flair here. You are hitting on a Latina here, Suits. 30 seconds. You got to maintain this. A Latina. Do you want to try to work in a little bit of Spanish?
I think it's bad advice, Kevin.
Do you?
I do.
I think it's how you play it, though.
It is.
Again, you got to talk in your microphone. You're sitting down.
Yes,
I don't.
This is tough because I don't really know any Spanish, and I feel like you'd be insulting if you walk up to somebody who looks Latina and you just kind of start with Spanish.
Okay, but if you were legitimately trying to learn Spanish and you were trying it out, couldn't you be endearing? If you took that approach,
you only got one shot on this, and now you're throwing a lot at this
You're right.
person.
I'm throwing a high. I have a lot of faith in this boy now. After that first round, I'm throwing a higher level of difficulty at you. 30 seconds on the clock here. Cute or drink in the face. You ready, Dina?
I'm ready.
Suits, are you ready?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. All right, here you go. I will start the clock when you start your gift of gab.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
Doing good. So, do you speak any Spanish, Papi? Or is that a guy?
I am. I'm fluent.
So the only Spanish I know is really cheesy.
How about you?
The only thing I know, and this is the cheesiest thing on the planet, is "Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas." You know what that means?
Did you just work on an airport or something?
No, it's from Disney. You never go to Disney?
Away from the door? Ah, okay. Oh, so you love
It's the only Spanish I know.
Oh.
If that was real life, that would be awkward to watch in line.
It was awkward to hear, and
I was cringing. Oh, that was tough.
It's the only Spanish I know.
Gosh, that was tough. Dina, yes, he's getting away. Dina, was that cute?
It was a little creepy. I do love Disney, so I got to give him points for that. But it is a little creepy that he's 21 or 24. He loves Disney. I also love Disney. I love Disney, but as a pickup line, I don't think that would be very flattering.
Yeah, okay. You know what? Lesson learned there, though. It was.
Don't go with the Spanish. I'm not going to do that.
I threw the water in his face already.
Yeah, I think you got a little too cute. You threw out, what? Can you translate, Dina, what it was that Suit said to you?
He said, "Please stay away from the doors."
It's the monorail.
I don't know how.
I memorized that from a kid.
Yeah.
Please stay away from the doors. That's what you went with?
It's the only Spanish I know. It's you know me. I love ships and trains and planes and monorail at Disney. When you get on it, it says
that's what you said, Suits.
That's all. Okay, there was nothing about two. You already got your one.
That one gets 2 drinks in the face.
What people? That's like a cult following phrase. I have that on a mug.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Dina, for helping us out. We appreciate it.
You're welcome. But I think that deserves one in the face.
Oh, I already got 2. Believe me.
Oh, he's got 2. We'll get another one for you.
I've thrown 2 in his face. I guess I needed to do the 3, 2, 1. Bring in the pain so people know.
To give kind of like the award.
I mean, do I need to do it again?
No, I think we're good. I think he's had enough. Suits, do you have a strategy with this cashier now? Is there going to be a date? Because I would like to get an update on this. How often? When is the last time you went to the store, and when are you going again?
I mean, I went shopping a couple of days ago. I got to go grocery shopping in a few days. I mean, I'm in there all the time. It's just she's at the grocery store. So
okay, 1 week. Give me an update. Let me know what's up.
I wonder if she's accidentally hearing this driving to work right now going, I wonder if it's that guy that's always looking at me at the grocery store.
Well, it is spring break that is going on here.
Yeah, spring break!
Yeah, baby, the party is on. I got a couple college students, and so they are enjoying spring break.
We got to go down south to Fort Lauderdale.
Oh, yeah. You know, the weird thing about it, if I went out spring break partying, I would, like, run into my daughter. Hey, what's going on?
Oh, yeah.
Party with Dad.
Oh, old guy, day drinking. It's so depressing. I'm right next to you going, Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah.
How depressing.
In your hat. Okay, so we have brought back for spring break a spring break edition of Producer Denny's Knows When You're High, because I have a feeling in South Florida there's going to be a lot of spring breakers that might be waking and baking this week. We're going to start off with Eric here in Miami. What's up, Eric?
Hey, how's it going?
Good. All right, Denny's going to ask you 3 questions here, and then he's got to try to guess if you are high or not. If you stump him and he doesn't guess correctly, you'll pick up tickets to Universal Orlando, something fun to do here for spring break week. All right. Denny's, go right ahead. Grill him.
All right, Eric, how would you convince someone that having spider legs is better than human legs?
Oh, good idea.
You could definitely go faster. You could climb walls.
Yeah.
If you're an adventure person, it's definitely an advantage to having only 2 legs.
Yeah.
Dude, you get it,
Oh,
man.
man, jeez.
I
He
can go on
does.
with 8 of them. I mean,
I'm glad you gave a good answer, too.
Yeah.
You played the game. You got into it. I like that.
I like that, too.
all right.
Let's see here, Eric. If aliens just landed on Earth, what's the first thing you would warn them about?
Floridians.
That's a good,
You're right. So
good
many
point.
people on meth. Ow.
That's a good
Yeah,
point.
Ow, don't go there.
And finally here, Eric, if you could wear only the colors of the last mixed drink you had, what would those colors be?
Pink and yellow.
Oh, that'd be a nice color combination.
That is a nice. Imagine that as a suit.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, you probably have it.
I probably do.
Yeah. All right, Denny's, I don't know. I loved his answers here, but is he high?
Nah, I think his answers were too on point and too perfect.
This cat's got it together, man.
Yeah, he's got it together.
I'd hire this guy.
That's
Yeah,
a
me
zero
too.
chance he's high. Okay, Eric, are you high?
I am not. After 25 years, I'm clean and sober for the past 2 months.
Oh, congratulations.
Oh, wow. Okay, he used to be high a lot, but he's not now.
I hope this game isn't.
Yeah.
I'm sure you playing
I
this
used
game?
to be high all day, every day.
Well, it's you know what? It's showing him. See how sharp he is?
Yeah, look at that.
Just like that.
What made you quit? Just to be, did things start to fall apart for you, or is it just more of a personal choice?
Oh yeah. I was using it to mask some problems, and it stopped working for me.
Was it just the weed?
Yeah, just the weed. I never had fantasies of anything else.
Interesting.
And nothing too sad that you want to get in here to really bring the show to a screeching halt.
Yeah.
I mean, talk about waking up in a back alley.
When did your life really
pantsless.
fall apart?
Yeah.
Yeah, when was it? When did,
Were you
when did,
tongue kissing a hobo?
when
Like,
did the
what
walls
was-
really start
yeah.
crashing down?
Yeah, can we? We wanted more depression out of your answer here.
I didn't get the depression I needed, Kevin.
Yes, because you're really going for it here.
Spring break, woo!
Yeah,
Woohoo!
spring break.
Fort Lauderdale.
All right, we got Jocko here on the line from Coral Springs. Hello, Jocko.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. All right, producer Denny's going to try to guess if you are high or not. Denny's, what's your first question?
Jocko, if you were a breed of dog, what breed of dog would you be?
Good question, Denny's.
Damn, probably like a direwolf from Game of Thrones.
Oh,
Good
that's
answer.
a great answer.
That is, yeah. Oh, that's great.
We got
That's
some-
big beastly, yeah.
Got some major players today.
Beastly, and then I die pretty soon, but definitely beastly.
Ah, and he's going into the deep cuts of the thrones.
He had more to say.
Yeah. This cat's got a lot of spoilers.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you got a lot to talk about here. Okay.
Let's see here, Jocko. If you could change the U.S. currency to something you have a lot of in your house, what would that be?
Probably clothes. A lot of clothes all over the floor, so...
Clothes?
Yeah.
Clothes. He has a lot of
Oh,
clothes.
clothes,
Yeah, they're just
Oh,
kinda,
yeah, definitely I'm looking at them right now. So quite a pile of clothes around here. I have some underwear. I have some underwear for some ice cream.
Yeah, man, clothes. Clothes are weird.
Just for due diligence, I'll go ahead and do this last one.
Okay.
Just to make it official.
What, is this just for fun? Are you getting a
just to make it official?
You getting a vibe here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just for fun, this last one. If you lived in the Smurf village, what would your Smurf name be?
Probably McSmurf.
McSmurf, huh?
I feel like he's thought about this.
I feel like he's had this discussion.
Dude, it's gonna be McSmurf. It's a dumb question.
That was way too quick.
Way too quick.
I didn't even finish my
Who
question.
has that ready to go?
McSmurf.
No brainer, McSmurf. Yeah.
That's kind of a question I keep in my pocket a lot. So.
What else you keep in that pocket?
Yeah. Unless this guy's a con artist, I think he's high.
Wait, you think what makes you think Jocko's high?
Starting from his name onward.
There's no way Jocko's not high. There's no way.
I would be shocked.
Jocko, are you high?
Oh, that I am.
All right.
Oh, that I am.
Jocko, you're a star.
Yeah, that's awesome.
All right.
My brothers. Function.
Yes.
Spring break, baby.
Yeah.
Anything else you'd like to say to the people, Jocko?
Say that again?
Anything else you'd like to say to the people out there?
Oh, no. I mean, y'all have a great-ass time. I mean, this is a wonderful week to celebrate, all right?
Okay. I love this guy.
Jocko.
Thank you very much, there, Jocko.
Ow! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people on meth.
Oh, yeah. Okay, baby. Well, we got a little something out there for all you spring breakers, like Jocko. Ah, man. Just call me McSmurf.
That guy was awesome.
Waking and baking, brah. Yeah. Tinder has added a spring break mode for vacation hookups, with Miami and Fort Lauderdale being two of the choice destinations. Okay, all right. So, what are they going to be using that for? It actually is pretty smart, I guess, if you're going to be going on spring break and you're looking for a seedy hookup. Don't just rely on, finding some drunk chick stumbling, right out of Hooters on Fort Lauderdale Beach. You want to make sure that you prime the pump, get that thing ready to go.
So, are they making it even sleazier?
Yes, they are. Absolutely. That's what Tinder does, man. Come on. Step it on up, baby.
Tinder's got this thing where you can spend an extra $20 or $30 and it speeds up your availability. It shows your picture more to people. It gives you more options.
That makes sense. They'd be doing something like that.
Oh, yeah. They're making so much money off of people.
Yep. That makes sense. They'd be doing something like that. Well, I tell you what, if you are going to be drinking, you better be a little bit careful if you're going into the state of Georgia, because there's a police officer there that has been dubbed a DUI expert. He don't play when it comes to DUIs unless he's doing them himself. Guess who was swerving around the road the other night?
Yep.
Yep, there you go. He's an expert in apparently stopping them and creating them.
There was another video out where a police officer, 30 years on the force, and was involved in the whole alcohol and drug. He got busted for DUI as well. And I think he had a week or two left on his, and he got a DUI.
It's kind of insane, isn't it? That, that kind of stuff winds up, you're known for something and you get busted, caught in the same trap.
He was bummed out.
Yeah. Or as a guy in North Carolina got pulled over for drunk driving that complained to the police because they did not share the confiscated bottle of Fireball whiskey they had in the back with them. Come on, man. They had found it because his girlfriend was puking out the driver's side window, so they figured something was probably going on there.
Red flag.
Yeah, red flag. 27-year-old guy in Orlando got frustrated when he couldn't get his car out of an impound lot on Saturday, so he started throwing Molotov cocktails at it. That's basically just a lit bottle of gas and fire. The dumbest part is the guy who had his keys showed up just as he was doing it, so if he just waited a few more minutes, he would have gotten his car back anyway. And what is the mentality of like, okay, if I can't get it, then no one's going to have it?
Some stalkers have that.
Yeah. With a car? It's crazy. TSA agents in Pennsylvania caught a guy trying to fly home to Florida on Monday with a non-functioning grenade launcher in his luggage.
Alarming.
My son showed me, my oldest one, that the TSA has an Instagram page, and they put up photos of all the ridiculous stuff that they've caught people trying to get on board planes.
Oh, that's fun. I'm glad they're allowed to do that.
I think how almost like 1 million followers, something like that.
Oh, it's fascinating.
Yeah, go check out the TSA Instagram page. There's some funny stuff on there that people try to get through. Some guy had a whole thing of like Chinese throwing stars. Somebody had a battle axe.
And I remember they made me take out my Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
But they let me bring on razors. I was like, well, okay. All right.
I know. I don't get it. Well, if you're Catholic, you celebrate a little bit too hard for Fat Tuesday, and you're like, oh my gosh, I need to get into confession, but I just don't have a lot of time. Good news here. Some churches now are doing something called Ashes to Go. It's where priests will draw crosses on people's foreheads outside of train stations or coffee shops just so you can knock it out on the way to work and not be late.
Are we that busy? Are we really that busy to where we can't have spiritual moments and take the time to have them?
It feels like you're killing the whole point of it, but I
don't like it. No.
Religion's more about obligation, I guess.
It's fast food religion.
It really is.
It's drive-through to go religion.
Ashes to go.
Because you're so busy.
So if you're coming out of Starbucks today, keep an eye out for Father so-and-so. He might be able to give you your ashes so you don't actually have to go to church.
Ridiculous.
It's pretty crazy, isn't it? That's just the world we're living in, Jay-Bird. That's just the world we're living in. And how cool is this? There is an insurance company showing that it pays to read. They actually did this promotion where they put the fine print that, hey, if you're reading this, be the first to let us know, and we'll give you 10 grand. Nobody was reading. It was going on for a while, and a woman in St. Pete, Florida finally noticed it, contacted the insurance company, and she won $10,000.
I just saw that story on the news.
Yeah, just reading the fine print. So there you go. That's pretty impressive, fun little contest there. Well, it's spring break here in South Florida. People taking vacations around this time of year because maybe your kids have off from school too, but it is a real thing, and it's happening. Vacation shaming.
Why is everyone always shaming everybody about everything? We all got issues. We're all doing something that we can be shamed about.
Yeah.
I can shame you.
I got a lot of things to be shamed about. I'm a very shameful person. Shameless.
You can shame me for things I do. We all
be endless.
I mean, everyone's thinking they're better than everybody.
Well, it's a little bit of an attitude. And, you know, maybe some people would say, well, you guys have kind of shamed Virginia. She went off to Mardi Gras, and you're like going, oh, Virginia, look, she's off again. She was off last week. Oh, you're shaming Virginia for taking a couple days to enjoy her Mardi Gras.
We need material. I'm just having a good time here.
Just saying, it does happen. People would say, well, you hypocrites.
Well, kiss it.
48% of us have been shamed by a coworker for taking vacation days. Here, Virginia's such a victim.
Well, she's gone back-to-back weeks on vacation, and it's always just understood, oh, I get Mardi Gras. I get a week off for Mardi Gras no matter what. And I don't even know if she gets that taken off her vacation time.
I think it's just grandfathered in.
I think it's grandfathered in.
Yes. Just, go ahead, have a good time. You're fine.
I really don't care if she's on vacation. I like to give her a hard time. I don't like when anyone's gone too long because it does get slightly weird with the show.
Mm-hmm. Well, the good news, Virginia will be back tomorrow. So everybody's like, where's Virginia?
She's
back tomorrow.
It depends on the whole shaming, what kind of worker you are. Keep in mind, to defend Virginia had baby Rocco, and I kid you not, was here 48 hours later.
Yeah, that was
amazing.
amazing.
And she did not take any kind of maternity leave whatsoever.
No, she was back at it.
So we give her a hard time for pink lies, but...
Yeah. 48% of people have been shamed. 36% of us admit that we've done it too. Yeah, I kind of shame. It's kind of the way it's been.
When would you shame somebody for doing vacation? Because there is a time to shame them.
No, I never would. I would if they have those vacations days allotted to them and they've given you ample notice, then I believe in vacation. I believe in recharging the battery.
That's not a time to shame them. The time to shame them is when they take a vacation out of the blue and leave you with all of the work, especially when a lot of it was their work too.
Yeah.
They screw you that way.
Well, to me, and a vacation should. Like, and I think here we're supposed to put in like 2 weeks in advance.
I don't know if I've ever put. There's a system. You have to hit a button. You got to go into the internet. It's awful.
Yes, but yeah, I think if you're doing that the right way, so should we should be shaming you for how you're taking vacation?
Totally shame you.
Yeah. Okay. All right. There is a nice little photo you might want to check out that is online. It somebody pointed out to us yesterday. It's up on the KVJ Show Twitter.
The infamous nipple slip.
It's debatable. I'm not sure that it is. Because some people are saying, no, that's just a shadow. But it's a photo of Virginia. She's got all kinds of frivolity there. She's got on, it looks like a pirate wench's dress.
She is dressed to the New Orleans Nines.
Yeah, she's got flowers in her hair. And it's one of those, I don't know what you call that dress. It comes up over, like, to cover her boobs, but she don't have a bra on. And it's kind of like, if you just look down at them, it's just like 2 cups of fleshy mounds right in there.
Is that on our Twitter page?
Yeah, it's on the Twitter. And somebody's like going, wait, is that, do we need to chuck her some beads? Like, what's going on there? So I don't know. Some people were saying, yeah, that's a nip. Other people were saying, no, it's just a shadow.
The reason why I think it is a nipple is because there are shadows already on her bosom, and it's a different shade. The shade towards the nipple, very dark. Almost like a pink dark.
Well, it's on the KVJ Show Twitter if you go on there. I don't even know. Can you even put something like that on Instagram? I don't know what you can. Yeah, Denny's making a face like probably not.
I will say that it's only gotten 41 likes. She's going to be insulted by that.
It was up at, I just checked, it's at 67.
Oh, maybe, did someone else retweeted this?
Yeah.
Oh, it's starting to go KVJ viral.
Yeah, it's picking up a little bit. Maybe, I think, hello, Virginia?
Hello?
Can you rule in, is that shadow or nipple?
I think it's nipple.
You sound great, by the way.
Wow.
So how are you, Gollum?
Wow, what happened to you?
I think it's nipple. Sorry, it's the day after Mardi Gras. I mean,
are you taking?
Everybody here sounds like this.
You're taking shots of glass again?
Good Lord. Oh my gosh! Wow. What? Did you just wake up?
Yeah, just woke up. Had a great time yesterday.
Oh, I bet you did. What happened yesterday? What time did you go to bed last night?
We went to bed right around midnight. We hit the French Quarter hard after we watched all the parades from my sister's house.
Did it hit you back?
It was just so much. Yeah, it did a little bit. We bad decision. Just decided to get into the Crown again. Ugh.
Oh, yeah, you love that Crown. Well, you started off, I think you said that you had, shotgun 3 champagnes?
Chambong.
Chambong, yes. It's a champagne bong, yes.
It's very classy.
Okay.
Right.
Yes, how you how you bong a champagne and make it classy, chambong.
I would love to interview Virginia's liver just to see what it has to say. Help!
Oh yeah,
I would
It
love.
doesn't even have that much energy to say that. It would be a whimper.
Your liver lost its voice too. Help!
Yeah, it wouldn't be that loud. Yeah. Okay, so you went out, you did your chambongs, you watched some parades, you hit the French Quarter, and you went to bed at midnight. Were you guys down on like Bourbon Street until about midnight?
No, we probably left the French Quarter around like 9. It is freezing cold here, so it was in the 40s last night. So
oh boy,
when the sun went down. You know, my breastises were half out, so I got cold quick.
Oh, I bet. Yeah. Did you cover those things up, or did you leave them out?
They were partially covered, but it was chilly.
Okay, so you're going on record. You're saying it is a nipple because I'm on team nipple. It's a different shade. It's a different color than the shade you've got on there.
Yeah, but it's so slight. I mean, you really can't see much of anything.
Okay. All right. No, it's on there. Did any more come out while you're out, or was that the most that you showed all day?
Not me, but my sister knew these people that they live in the French Quarter, and they have a house with a pool.
Mm-hmm.
And so we went over to their house, and there was a bunch of people swimming topless in the pool. That was fun.
Oh, wow. Okay. I'm sure you got a few stories for us for tomorrow, right?
Yeah, I think my favorite story is my sister couldn't get off from work for Mardi Gras, so she quit her job.
That's how you know you love to party.
Oh, my gosh. All right. So she quit her. How did she quit? Like, what was the tactic on quitting?
She's a nurse at the hospital, and about a week ago, the schedule came out, and she's like, oh, no, I can't work for Mardi Gras. And they're like, oh, yes, you can because you're the new girl here. And she's like, well, not anymore. I quit.
Screw the patients. It's Mardi Gras time.
All right. I got a topless pool party.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Okay. Well, there you go. You guys sound like you're a lot alike.
That's my family right there.
Yeah.
That would be. Imagine if she had a patient that go, hey, so where did Nurse Maggie go? Oh, she quit for Mardi Gras. What?
She quit for Mardi Gras. Wow.
Hashtag winning.
What time you hitting the road to come back to South Florida?
10 a.m. So it's 8 o'clock here now. So
Okay.
2 hours.
Okay. All right. Well, drive safe, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.
Okay. See you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ice down your voice.
Jeez.
I'll try. I'm going to go on vocal rest.
Yes.
Okay,
Oh,
you can start that tomorrow on the show. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. You know I miss you. Come on.
Hey. All right. Goodbye.
All right. See you tomorrow. Bye.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Ooh, New Orleans hit back.
Yeah. Wow. Whew. Yeah, tomorrow will be interesting to see if she's got a little pep in her step or she's got her head down on the table.
Did you hear? She goes, yeah, we hit Bourbon Street hard. She lost
hard,
her
yeah.
hard.
Wonder how many people we got out there that have actually gone viral, where you had something you posted up that just went boom through the stratosphere and went absolutely nuts. My daughter has a friend at her college that came up to me at the basketball game on Saturday. He's very, very, very proud of himself. He went viral. He posted up a video, and Barstool Sports checked it out. If you don't know, Barstool Sports is, if you think of the biggest douchebag, kind of like, yeah, man, rah, like sports kind of like page that's out there, that's kind of the attitude they got.
So is it like a website or a Twitter page?
It's a little bit, yeah, mainly Twitter they do, but I think it's kind of got everything. Think about TMZ if you follow that, but it's just sports, but it's got a New England attitude. They're based out of Boston, and so they got kind of like,
we're the best.
Yeah, we're the best, hard partying, kind of like that's what we do, Barstool Sports.
We're like flounders. Come on,
Yeah.
look at the flounder.
That's kind of what it is. So he showed me the video. He's like going, look, I made Barstool. I was like, yeah, I know Barstool. I know the sports. If you know sports, you probably know it. And it is a video of him running into a college party, and there is a folding table. You ever seen those white folding tables we have?
Yes, this is so popular at these college parties.
And he jumps like, and just boom, and destroys the table. And he showed me that's what he does. They find folding tables, they set them up, and then everybody starts cheering. He comes running in and just does like a atomic bomb into these folding tables, and he's got a whole library of him. Just that is his.
It sounds fun.
That's his go-to thing.
Can we please do the old man, poor man spring break? I would love to do. I mean,
The broke down spring break.
We're old, but I want to do spring break.
25 years later.
Yes, I want to jump on tables.
And I started looking at him like going, yeah. And then I started thinking back to all the jackass stupid things I used to do. I used to dive down stairs at parties. Like, I'm like, why? We'd walk through bonfires.
Dude, it's spring break. Let's start acting like it. Tomorrow, let's act like it's spring break. Seriously.
You know what? If you could have gone viral, I remember probably the biggest jackass moment like that would have made Barstool Sports was they just put in a new parking lot in front of my house. And so we were partying. I live with a bunch of sorority girls, and they had laid the cement that morning. And I came out, I'm like going, wet cement. I'm like, I'm going to go leave my whole imprint. And they're like, yes, do it. So we got like everybody out there, and there's like 20 people going, do it, do it. And I stripped down to my boxer shorts. I'm like going, okay, I'm just fueled up by, you know, Natty Light and just the cheers of the people.
Oh, yeah.
I take a running, I'm going, I've probably never gone faster in my life. Biggest leap I ever took, right up in the air, came down, boom, hit the ground. Concrete had actually hardened, and I skid and tore skin from my nose all the way through to my toes.
It went from do it to douche, douche, douche.
They're like, oh, man, just, oh.
Yeah,
and that's one of those moments where, honestly, it's probably a good thing that wasn't on video, because I'd still probably be paying for that.
Oh, you would love that. What a feather in your radio cap.
It kind of was. He was so proud of that. Yeah, 25 years from now, probably still be proud of me going, that was my thing.
You lit up when you told that story.
Yeah, you're right. Madison's on here from Lake Worth. She's gone viral. You've gone viral twice, Madison?
Yes, I have.
Gosh, that's crazy. Okay, what did you do that went viral?
Well, the first one, it happened about 3 years ago. I was in the car taking a video, and my mom was like, Madison, you suck. And then my little sister was like, really, Mom, you swallow. And it ended up getting it. She was in, like, second grade. Like, she learned it from school because, you know, schools are whatever these days. But, yeah, we ended up getting on Ridiculousness for it. We got paid like $400 for it to be shown on Ridiculousness.
Oh, that's cool.
That's actually really awesome. Wow, okay. And what was the other time? How else did you go viral?
Well, I was actually looking at my mom's Facebook because she always posts funny videos, and there was this one video of me where I had just gotten a new iPhone. It was like the iPhone 4, and it was a long time ago, and I was so excited. I opened it out of the package, and as soon as I opened it, it fell, and it broke right onto a glass desk, and the whole screen cracked because it was so sensitive. And my dad started yelling at me, and I like stormed out of the room crying, and it was just so funny because I looked like such a nerd, and it was so I get paid for that one, and I get paid for that one every month if it gets posted on YouTube and stuff.
Wow, like how big a checks do you get for that?
Well, it just now started. I had to like sign an agreement with it, so I just got January, and I got $120 for January just for YouTube.
Good for you.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
Look at you. Now, all this stuff is just kind of accidental, but you just take any time you have a good moment, you post it up, and you're going viral like crazy, huh?
Exact. All you got to do is post it on Twitter. Twitter will do it for you.
Wow. Well, congratulations.
They do all the work for you.
Madison, you call us up next time you go viral, okay?
All right. I'll let you guys know.
I mean, you're talking about how to go viral, Jaybird. That's it. You just take your funny moments like that and just keep posting videos.
I wrote down KVJ viral moments. Do you think you can name all the times we've gone viral? Believe it or not, we kid, but we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at least 6 times where we've gone viral, where it's other publications have gotten it out there and it's been reported on other sites and on social media.
I remember the one time when you tried to swim to Peanut Island.
Drowning in the Intercoastal is on there.
Drowning in the Intercoastal, that was one time.
That's one. We won't say Man in White because there wasn't social media, although you kind of went viral before social media.
Yeah, if we would have had social media, that would have gone viral. Yeah.
One of our biggest ones that we definitely don't get paid for, and it's on TV a lot, World's Dumbest.
Oh, World's Dumbest. Yeah, you cracked the eggs with your forehead.
Yeah. We got I think the #1 spot on World's Dumbest.
That was #1. Yeah, you're the they said you're the #1 dumbest person in the world.
Virginia's pregnancy, believe it or not, that's when Periscope first came out. That went viral.
Right.
That did go viral, and then we deleted the video.
Oh, that's right.
Dwayne Wade challenge, when I recreated Dwayne Wade's naked body.
Did that go viral?
You don't remember that? Dwayne Wade retweeted that out. And
that's right.
And we had no KVJ anything on there, so we got no credit for it.
I'm seeing a lot of failing with our success.
There's so much failing here. Elf on the Shelf, have not made a dime on that. Almost 6 million views, went viral, not a cent. And then the Mark McGuire. When we did the
we did the steroid darts.
That went viral.
Outside of Roger Dean, we had the Mark McGuire cardboard cutout, and if you threw the syringe needles and stuck it in them, you won tickets.
It's great. It's a pretty good bit, man.
Well, it depends on who you ask.
That's true.
There are a lot of people not happy.
I knew a lot of people who thought it was funny, though. Yeah, Cardinal fans weren't happy.
Owners, stadiums. Brittany from Port St. Lucie said, my stepfather Max had a GoPro video going viral. He was paddleboarding and got hit by a shark. He was on the news after he posted it. That's kind of cool, and she sent the photo. That's a great photo. Somebody said, my proposal went viral. He proposed in the shoe department at Nordstrom, and friends and family were all hiding throughout the store. My son came out with a sign that said, Mommy, will you marry Chad? Nordstrom shared the story in Twitter, and it went all cry.
I mean, it's solid.
Oh, that's awesome.
You have a kid involved.
Yeah, that's how you
proposal.
do it. Lessons on how to go viral right there, Jay Bird. So listen from the people who listen to us. Tina, she's not real happy. Her boyfriend has stopped 2 different times now during the act of lovemaking to answer his phone to talk about his fantasy baseball league team. They've been dating for 2 months. And she's like, okay, is this a problem? Is that big a deal or no? Jillian is on here from Jensen Beach. You think it's a big deal, Jillian?
I don't think it's a big deal. I think it means that he can multitask, and good for him.
What? You're going to stop in the middle of the deed to talk about boring-ass fantasy football? You have to wait there and hear him.
I mean, if he's talking about it, but if he can just, like, get through it, I mean, I've had guys do that before and pick up the phone, and I don't really care.
Really?
Let me do my thing. And you keep talking.
Well, now it's a game. He wouldn't do that. I see what you're saying. If he was to stay on the phone and continue doing the deed, now it's like this little, the person's on the phone. They don't know what's going on. But he just stopped to talk about fantasy football.
Shut it all down.
He shut it down.
Yeah. So you're okay.
As long as he's still doing his thing, it shows he's a multitasker, and it's kind of kinky because he's still on the phone and you're having sex.
But
okay,
you're comparing apples to oranges right now.
All right, so I want to run a scenario here by you, Jillian. You tell me, what do you think? Is this hot? You're having sex with a guy, and at the same time, he's making an omelet.
Well, I hate eggs, so that would be it. I'd be out for that.
How about waffles?
Waffles, even better.
Okay. Okay, she's in.
Well, but Kev, you're creating these sex kinky games. Of course, she's going to be into that.
Oh, okay.
This guy is not,
because that's more about himself. The waffles could be for her.
Oh,
so of course this is nice. I'm gonna have sex, and then waffles are gonna be waiting for me.
Oh, the waffle thing—that's getting me going. But to stop it, and shut it down.
Okay, so Jillian says it's not a big deal. He answers his phone during sex as long as he keeps going. Corinne is on here from Port St. Lucie. Do you think it's a big deal, Corinne?
I do not think it's a big deal at all. There are a lot of things that are much worse than that. The guy is hooked on answering his phone. He loves fantasy baseball. So she needs to put her foot down and she needs to say, hey, that's not cool. And he has to say, sorry, I am so hooked on this, but I like you more. I will not do it, I promise. And then she needs to give him a chance not to do it and then move forward from that.
I'm kind of shocked on
How about
this.
that? Ladies don't have a problem with it. So there you go, fellas.
What?
If you're not, you can save some time, multitask, set up your fantasy baseball team during sex.
Babe, hold on. I got to get the phone. It's about my fantasy It's not even football.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Somebody texted in and said, he's using that whole baseball trick in bed wrong. You're supposed to think about baseball to last longer. Not talk about baseball on the phone to ruin it.
I mean, this guy's getting compliments. He's a multitasker. I'm shocked, Kevin.
It's the kind of guy for me. This guy knows where he wants to go. Yeah, and somebody said maybe it's not that good to him if he's distracted that easy.
It's so insulting.
I would think so too, but a couple of the calls we got, not so much, and there are a couple of texts that backed it up as well.
You know how you hear people on the radio and you're like, I wonder what they look like when they're saying that. I wish I could see them. Well, you can. We're right there on youtube.com/KVJ Show.
Okay, now people are starting to step out and say, wait, what? Hold on, what? Tina's boyfriend was answering his phone while they were making sweet love.
It sounds like he's done it a couple times.
Twice. 2 times he's done it, and it's all because he wanted to talk to somebody about his fantasy baseball team. Not even football, it's baseball.
The first girl that called, she was into it because it became a kinky game, and that I get.
She said as long as he didn't stop, it was fine.
But this guy was shutting it down to talk about, I got Kershaw in the latest fantasy draft. Like, he's doing that kind of stuff.
Yeah, Corinne was like, man, I don't think it's a big deal. I think he's getting blown out of proportion. But now people are starting to sound off. One text says, that is a big deal. I'm elated. Absolutely not. That would not fly. That is so disrespectful.
Big time.
Yeah, that's crazy. Somebody said, "How to the now?" That is so lame. People's priorities are so out of whack. I wouldn't be on my phone and meeting with my boss. It's crazy.
He wouldn't even call him his boss. He was talking about fantasy baseball.
Somebody said, no, 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 no. If my man ever stopped in the middle of sex for anything other than a heart attack, I'd be pissed. That is our time. Yvonne is on here from Wellington. What's your thought on this, Yvonne?
I cannot believe that there is actually women that think that this is okay. I would not, if my husband ever said, "Oh, hold on a second, I need to answer this call because of all things basil," I would be like, "Hell no, you're not having sex." You're cut out. How many men often complain that women are not giving them sex, and you're really going to do this? No, heck no.
Yeah,
that is not okay. And
it has to be a majority of women or anybody would feel that way because I know I couldn't believe we were just like all the calls are coming like it's not that big a deal.
You're in the middle of the act.
What is wrong with these women? I'm like what? Like, and then they complain about men and then they're jerks. Hello, you're letting them be jerks to you. What the hell is wrong with you?
That's right.
I agree.
Vaughn's setting y'all straight.
I love
setting
it.
y'all straight.
I'm so
Corinne,
glad.
that is a big deal.
I'm very happy that that's happening. People are because
that is a big deal. Dang. Craziness. All right, well, I appreciate the feedback. Setting it straight. 877-979-WRMF. You know, the only thing that gets people more upset than that, traffic. They say for every 100 miles you drive, you'll swear 41 times.
Yeah.
That sound about right?
I have a bad mouth, unfortunately. I will swear.
Okay. What do you think is the top reason in the survey why people are swearing in traffic?
People are not getting off their phone at red lights, and or someone's getting cut off. One of the two. Cut off or staying at the red light too long texting.
Okay. What is number one? Was Jaybird right? I'll let you know coming up next. Jaybird, you were right, man. For every 100 miles you drive, you'll swear 41 times, and the number one reason is when somebody cuts you off.
Yeah, it could be the nicest person you're driving with. If somebody cuts them off, F-bombs.
Yeah.
The sweetest person.
And close to that is almost getting hit by somebody changing lanes. So it's kind of very similar. Just basically when somebody almost like knocks you off the road, it makes you upset.
But when someone gets so mad at a honest mistake on the road and they want to have words, my thing is always, "Oh, you have a perfect driving record? You've never made a mistake?"
That's your defense?
It always is. Oh my God, you got a perfect record, huh? You've never accidentally cut somebody off? Because sometimes you do it not on purpose. You're not trying to be a jerk.
Yeah.
There's so many cars out there.
There's a lot of things on your mind.
Well, I just think it's a war out there.
It is a war out there. That's welcome to South Florida traffic. Seeing somebody texting and driving, drivers who don't use their turn signals, and a pedestrian stepping into the road without looking are the top 5 reasons.
That's pretty annoying, too.
So there you go. That's why people are swearing like crazy out on the roadways. But Jaber, what they need? Center. It's got to refocus. That's what it is. That's why you're here with a thought for the day. For the people out there who are swearing, driving up and down I-95 and the Turnpike and everywhere else. Set it straight for them with a thought for the day, my friend.
Love this spa music. True friends aren't the ones who make your problems disappear. They are the ones who won't disappear when you're facing problems.
Oh my gosh.
Man.
Oh, that's good.
Want to see what Virginia looks like on camera? And Kevin and Jason? YouTube.com/KVJ Show.